On Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Time to get ready to go for round 2 in season 4 of the 2022/23 exhibition series in GTWS Manufacturers Cup on Gran Turismo 7. Livestream is now at the ready after having a recap from the first round at Autodromo de Interlagos as the Group 3 category Racedon Extravaganza is about to go begin and go proceed for round 2 will be at Daytona International Speedway in the road course. Here we have 21 laps for the number of players up to 16, and rolling start is about to be going in as usual to be on the start type, by especially to have a hard racing compound tires at this time, just like the previous round, since we've been doing this for only 2 choices between one pit stop or go endurance. By having a different changes on the BOP regulation and tuning prohibited will be said to be on mid speed, we'll have to go faster and work. But yes, because the brake balance is now being partially allowed at this moment. So you'll have to be sure to choose any kinds of number position to go on the brake balance, and then you'll be all set and good to go whenever we're about to go enter by having 2 choices once again like last time. But today is Wednesday on April 19th, so I have to be ready up and get more practice before joining session in the lobby. So in the meantime, because speeding up on turn 7 to turn 8, after skipping on the bus stop to go faster onto turn 11 and 12, we'll have to go faster and tighter, as the inside will have to go enter to be on the first through turn number 6 corner. Do everything what we can, folks. It's about to go challenging, and we're about to go for different strategy on the different racetrack. So I hope I can probably have to do my best, and just gonna have to be sure to race respectfully with no interruption by having some slight contact by hitting each other. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start the race for the Manufacturers Cup in round 2. Here we go, let's begin. Well, good thing, taking a lot of main cleaning up operation for myself after doing some major chores that I just taken care of. But especially, just gonna have to be sure that I had to be there for tonight's competition. But early preparation ever since I've been doing some recording time session before it's set to be uploaded as an encore. But I'm still working on it because it'll have to get much more patient time, and stream content video is going to have to get much more progress, so I have to shape up and go practice before the entry period is about to go underway. Matchmaking in about 9 minutes and 10 seconds left before the lobby session is about to be ready to join in. Take place to be a nighttime in Daytona International Speedway, located in Florida, is now actually to have a very good best time moment to be part in the Manufacturers Cup ever since from the 2022 series. So it takes a lot of hard work and go endurance ever since from the first round from the Nations Cup we'll be driving with the Group 1 categories, especially for the Mazda 787B 1991 is a very good, excellent, recommend Group C race car to go faster and dominate to go climb up into the top 5 position or top 3 position. So up I go, timer began to be on the track to enter on turn 1, pass by to be on the left turn before going in as turn number 2 to go directly to be entered onto the main line to be step up onto the apex. Stop at turn 3 at the International Horseshoe. Be sure to have a main position to go on the inside and keep a good position to be well straightforward and go directly to be on the right side of the track before the dogleg on sector 2 to go entered. After taking the dogleg, you'll be entered to take the West Horseshoe to be stopping at turn number 5. Choose any kinds of different strategy whenever you like to use, because between any kinds of inside or outside where the opponent is being around. But after turn 5, you'll have to go out onto turn 6 and straight forward to be on the left turn before proceed onto turn 7. 2 choices when you're entered in sector 3, we'll have to take the inside or outside, we'll have to increase the peak of the acceleration, we'll have to go quicker and much more faster before stopping at the end of turn number 8. Once you enter at the straightaway, you'll be entered to take the bus stop to be stopped at turn 9 and 10, then pull the brake and be very careful. Penalty is going to be a very tough caution, so you might have to go exercise caution to go well extreme. So it's all safe and good to be cleared, and watch out for that tower on the marshal post. You'll have to call out between any kinds of number of seconds of penalty between 0.5 or 1 second by ignoring the track limit. So skipping forward to be on turn 11 and 12, the penalty line is about to be passed by to go entered, as the final stretch will be going forward to be on the next lap at the end of each part of the lap. 1 minute, 50.320 seconds is now currently to be checked after I just took a hard effort from 1 minute, 48.497 seconds after having my warm-up practice earlier before the new day and important competition is about to be here and now. So, looks like it takes a whole lot of effort out there that I'm about to go for having an endurance race once again. But especially after taking some hard-going attempts and practice ever since from the GT Cup Group 3 edition that I was there and doing some farming work like everyday life. I know how you guys really think that you want me to go and race at Tokyo Expressway east clockwise. Of course it is, because request and promise accept, because I'll have to be there as part of the full walkthrough segment that you guys might need to keep an eye out for an upcoming content video to be set as a regular. So I had to go my focus and get shape up. So enter to be on the 4th sector, get my way, and pull on to be at turn 9 and 10. Needs more work. Here comes sector 5, crossing the white line, and off I go in turn 11. I really hope I can work hard and be much more practical racer to go clean racing without any too much drama. I know how it is, because from the 3rd attempt I just barely took a single hit by putting me in the world of hurt. But it's nothing else to be taking the blame, because Team Insportec just actually needs to keep racing and stay clean and overcome many obstacles during the Manufacturers Cup as part of the live stream video segment is in progress. So in about 4 minutes, 36 seconds until the matchmaking will get started out to begin. Okay, very good. Now, if possible, just gonna have to use the brake balance control to be set whenever you like to choose between the front or the rear. Any kinds of different position that it won't matter, but it'll have to get much more safer, more stability, and just gonna have to keep a good respectful on other Gran Turismo players when you're racing in the lobby. So gonna have to take turn 6. Now's my time to go proceed. As sector 2 check and clear, moving on in sector 3. Okay, what a fast, excellent run. 0.657 seconds. Now here comes the bus stop to dive in. Carefully and watch out, avoid the penalty. That makes 0.9 seconds. It'll have to go up and be increased specifically by having 1 second by the chance. Countdown in about 3 minutes, 11 seconds left. Gonna have to work my way and keep up a good pressure. There we go. Looks like lap time to go update by the fastest. Still need some more work and go find a perfect line. Okay, stop at the International Horseshoe. Slow and steady. Steering direction is going well positioned. Progress is now going increased by having dogleg stop at turn 4. Early brake as it goes. That's more like it. Gonna have to take some time. Almost there at 2 minutes left. 2 minutes, and this is gonna have to take one last lap. We'll have to go freestyle for only one free time after gonna have to be finishing on lap number 4. Here I come. Dive on in to go steady up on the bus stop in turn 9 and 10. I really hope nighttime in Daytona is going to be so much fun out there, folks. But especially to have a little bit much more daylight is about to go for having an early morning time. But of course it is, because this is about to get much more brighter and go feel the horizon before the sun comes up. But after that, because nighttime racing gives a good excited thrill for having a lobby session and qualifier before daybreak is about to go on for having a racing competition day. But we're still getting closer, you guys. Nighttime racing practice, we'll have to give some time before early morning. We'll have to go for having an early worm. "20 seconds left. Gonna have to keep practice more, and then master 12 turns in Daytona that if you guys have already mastered on the circuit experience. Work your way and work any part of the progress whenever you like to be mastered on every part of the corners on Daytona. So here we go. Matchmaking is about to go commence and join in session. So let's see how several GT players are about to be ready up and raring to go to choose any kinds of same manufacturer Group 3 cars from the last race. Okay, looks like everyone is all here for having the same driver rating B and sportsmanship rating S. Kimpa Dog is now joining session by having a live stream, is about to be ready up and go for the green light. Other manufacturer cars to be in the same Group 3 class, very good, and much more fine chosen to have some good livery specifications. So I have to go first. Looks like it'll have to get much more tight situation to be on the bar quality to get back on the green. But after all, because after one race from Interlagos gives me a little bit much more hard time to have going endurance without having a pit stop. So good thing putting up with some 3 attempts is gonna have to give me some time and figure my way out to go harder and much more faster to catch up onto the top 3 racers along with the other opponents. So no time for having a warm-up. Let's go 5-minute qualifier till we get the show on the road. Okay, so it looks like 2 seconds and we're about to have a good race perspective moment. So we're about to go and 5-minute qualifier until we're about to go entered in the morning time session of Daytona. But it still takes on for having a nighttime, but we still got enough time before headlights are being turned on and have our RPM engines are about to go rev up. So that makes Toyota will have to go first. That makes a very good best choice to be using for the GR Supra racing concept. Pit out, be on standby, and looks like we got some good Group 3 race cars like the Chevy Corvette, Porsche, and especially Mercedes-Benz. Gonna be patient. Looks like they've been waiting for me all day. Here I go. Now gonna have to go practice in progress for every 3 laps. Looks like we got Melo Rosar in the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991. Now going enter to have Sector 2 to be proceed to be passed by in the dogleg. West Horseshoe go for the hairpin, and there's Braytech GT along with God-fearing Mortal. Two of them are about to be pushing up with some limits. Stopping at turn 6. Gonna have to keep a good shape up and go climb up to be on a hard effort. Drive on forward. Go high speed in turn 7 to turn 8. So here we have the top 3 racers are now ready to go for having a jump start. We have Crossfader, Rio, and SSRT Articar 02. Looks like they're about to be ready up and take on for having a proud expert to be on Daytona, you guys. Let's keep our bets and go for some suggestions to see which one of the top 3 racers. So all the bar qualities are about to get back on the green, and except one to be having a problem to be low on the red. Come on, just gonna stay respawn and get back on the green. Live stream video is still in progress. Just gonna have to be patient and have our fingers crossed to keep a good hope. There's the yellow. Now all I need to do is gonna have to wait for the green to get back in good respawn. Timer begin. Let's go roll out and make your best lap time to go improve. Okay, get back down on the red. That's not my cup of tea. Come on, just gonna have to keep a good push on the RPM. Sector 2 clear. Go back forward to speed up on Sector 3. In about a minute and 30 seconds left until the qualifier is about to be over soon. So better hurry up. Just going to keep practice more and work your way to master on the bus stop when you're stopping at turn 9 and 10. And be very careful because ignoring the track limit will get a result of the penalty that will have to lose your effort. Consider this, the strategy is about to find a perfect line when you're at Daytona is the key of the racing objective to work your way to go improvement by exactly a minute and 47 seconds depends on the decimal lap time. So almost there. That makes one average lap time to go cleared, and gonna have to hurry up for only one more lap to go as the countdown is about to go proceed for having a checker flag finish. So I'm at 9th place to be dropped down earlier from 8th place to be well positioned. Hold it steady. Gonna have to make one room for God-fearing Mortal. Good movement, and go quick left on the horseshoe. Okay, time's up. Let's go proceed to the finish line in about a countdown will be on the time remaining at the end of the 3rd lap. Just hurry up and be sure to go climb up onto the top rankings, but in the meantime, because several other racers who have actually to be made it on time by exactly around a minute and 48 or 49 seconds. Looks like Blur just actually did a good run out there for only one best Group 3 race car in the Manufacturers' Cup. But heads up, looks like gonna have to keep a good exact careful to be on further notice. Safe and clear with no penalty. Looks like my time to go slipstream is going to be my best cue. Going up on gear number 6. Okay, well, it was alright, but especially one of the 3 Toyota GR Supra racing concept has now made it and perfectly well to be climbing up onto the top 3 starting grid position at the end of the qualifier session. So good job for Act1, Plur, and Kingpin Dog. They did a good job, and go faster improvement to be well efficient. So in about 30 seconds before the race, we'll have to get started out and be ready for having a night race on the track. So be sure, same thing like last time, just going to be going politely, race clean, and going well respectful, as I'm about to go forward to be on phase 2 during the part of the live stream video session. 10 seconds, so I had to get back to you folks. Tonight's race in Daytona is about to have a best competition to shine. As for tonight's temperature in Daytona is going to be 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit, surface water is 0%, 12 turns, and we're about to go for having an inside of the infield track, so we have to take one single qualifier run for every 3 laps. So better be ready folks, because any kinds of strategy that you might need to go over, and looks like there's going to be having some one receive respawn from God-fearing mortal. Well, of course, because glitching all over the place, because I still got this to be on the session to be going well on tape. So here we go folks, looks like 10 seconds as the race will be ready to go and clean racing. Remember, it's about to go for having a clean competition, so it's about to get on the way. Here we go folks, it's round 2 in the 4th season of the Gran Turismo World Series 2022/23 Exhibition Series is about to be ready to go. Now let's get started out to have some good players. Act1 is now entered in the pole position, followed by Plur in 2nd place. 3rd place we have Kingpin Dog is now live streaming. 4th place we have Moose in the Porsche 911 RSR. 5th place we have the Great Broken Bee in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. Frio is now entered in the 6th position, followed by Mello Rosar in 7th place. 8th place we have Crossfader 2000 in the Nissan GTR Nismo. 9th place we have Jacket Whoop along with Nibble GT7 has entered in 10th position. Brake Tech GT has arrived in position 11. Here's myself in 12th place for the UDRS Insportec. SSRT Articard is now arrived in 13th place. Nismo 240 in 14th place. 15th place is God-fearing mortal in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept. Alright, quality is all check. Competition is about to go for the cutscene in Rolling Start. So far so good. Let this be the only race to have a nighttime to be around in Daytona before the sun will comes up. We'll have to be on the celebration and go early morning at the end of the lap in number 21. So very perfectly to see how the early morning is about to go for having a nighttime racing to go late. So we have to find out, and let's see how Team Insportec will have to go for a second chance as the countdown will go commence. So let's boogity 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 folks, let's go racing for round 2 in the 4th season of the 2022/23 Exhibition Series GTWS Manufacturers Cup is about to go on. Good luck folks, let's keep on racing, stay clean, and be successful to be as a proud Gran Turismo racer. Get yourself shaped up, and I'm about to go right in and proceed on to turn number 3. And looks like Kingpin Dog is now being slowed down from position number 3 to down on to be at position 9. Looks like he's still got some driving experience to be played on in the PSVR2. Give some good dots and respect to him because he's still racing hard and do his best out there to take. Now, he'll have to go challenging to climb up and give everything what we got since the training in the GT Cup Group 3 edition at the same track. So let's go on to be on power number 2 to stay in position. He'll have to go down and do the main part of the mandatory requirement with no further notice. As per sector 2 clear, going enter to speed up on the inside or outside at turn 7 to turn 8 as Plur takes the lead, is now going achieve faster to be represented for Team Toyota before the start of the 2023 series will be coming up soon. But here comes the bus stop, stopping in and go entrance and exit to be at turn 9 and 10. Team UDRS Insportec is still going to have to work its way to climb up to catch up with the 9 racers as turn 11 enters to be on the final sector, so Nipple GT7 is now currently to catch up and go offense with A. Ernest in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept. 2 of them are going side by side, and Toyota swoops in by overtake in position number 8 as Plur enters to be proceed on lap number 2 by a minute 54.304 seconds to see how faster can Plur go. Magnificent job, and it's about to go challenging and go late night racing before the sun will comes up. So better be on the lookout, because if anything happens, pit stop is going to have to take much more optional time, and looks like we got Melo Rosar in the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017 is going late break at the International Horseshoe on turn 3. Several racers move on forward to be at sector 2 to be pull the brake and go right to be at the West Horseshoe, and hold on, looks like he's got John in. Oh, there goes a contact just barely called in, and the front bumpers just took a several effect on Team Insportec as the hazard lights are about to be turned on and commence a full effect of the ability to give some caution notice. Communication, you guys. Racing communication is all we have to do is putting up the hazard lights will be turned on as the damage wear will be go off. Clearly, and still got a main part of the racing ejected since the 2022 series, but however still goes on ever since from the first season in the same exhibition series on the Nations Cup for the Group 1 category. But differently, Group 3 cars as part of the Raceathon Extravaganza in the 4th season will have to stay forward and keep on racing before the final race will be coming up on Saturday. As Plur is about to be going entered to take the fastest lap time, he's about to go for it, folks. Plur is about to be actually to take that new record attempt by exactly a minute 49.206 seconds, as he have been achieved, and go much proud faster for Team Toyota. But hold on, looks like slowing down by the measures as Ferrari and Chevy is now being crossed by the penalty line due to the reckless actions. And hold on, looks like Team Insportec might have to be on the lookout. Hazard lights being turned on by entrance at turn number 1, going through onto turn 2, and gonna have to stay on track onto Porsche and Mazda at the International Horseshoe. And oh boy, looks like this is gonna get a nighttime racing drama, so better be sure to have 2 Group 3 cars to be on the side-by-side formation. Come on, Melo Rosar and A. Ernest, keep it up and stay careful to go on a caution exercise. Very good call, and movement is now gonna have to take turn number 5 to go entered and turn this race around. Hazard lights are being turned off for Team Insportec as the racing continues to be going out onto turn 6. Very good movement response, quick recovery for Team UDRS as Porsche, Mazda, and Team Insportec races on to catch up for the battle in 5th place. Let's see how A. Ernest is actually going to have to keep a goodwill defense along with Apex X-Piloter is now coming in on the scene. Looks like 2 Corvettes accompany, and proud experts of Daytona International Speedway is about to go challenging and be on the extreme lookout to be entrance on the bus stop. And here comes the penalty. It's now being coming in by having a 3.5 seconds. Better be sure, race politely, and give some extra space. But it's about to get boxed in. Team UDRS Insportec might need to keep a good extra careful to its fellow allied teammates on the same Corvette, as one Corvette is now being slowed down and the other Corvette is now going forward and be well advanced. Here comes lap number 4. Keep it up and stay on a high pressure to have the tires will have to go suitable and be dive in on turn number 1 to go exercise caution to avoid the tires at the left side of the wall. And there goes Rio in the Ferrari 458 Italia GT3 along with Melo Rosar is still actually to be keeping up on the roads as Kingpit Dog and Nismo 240 is now currently to catch up onto Team Inspirtech by the last second. And Plur is now currently to go enter by the update by a minute 48.467 seconds as the new record for the fastest lap is now being achieved as a good valuable racer of the day. But there goes Moose, and looks like going extreme caution for Team Inspirtech to lose the grip. Come on, Team UDRS, the fans are cheering for you after having a hard-going practice attempt from the GT Cup Group 3 edition. 1.3 seconds for Rio in the Ferrari 458 Italia GT3 to catch up onto Porsche, driven by Melo Rosar, is now actually to catch up onto the 5th place driver in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept. Will Team Inspirtech actually gonna have to stay on track and go back onto its main former spot of the glory ever since from the first round at Interlagos? But it'll have to find out soon because nighttime is about to get much more brighter as a few minutes will be entered to be on the sunlight. As per Sector 5 before at the end of the 4th lap, here we have Nimble GT7 and Moose on position 1 and 2 to be in the top 3 standings at the grid. Looks like they're about to go right in and catch up onto Plur in about a few more seconds onto the gap distance. And hold on, looks like Kingpit Dog in the Toyota GR Super Racing Concept dives in and take turn number 1 to go for the outside as UDRS enters on the inside to go approach and be more smart and specific. Very good communication response to see how another live stream YouTuber is about to go. Hold on, looks like Melo Rosar is now being slowed down to be dropped down on the 7th position as Ferrari moves on to be at the 6th position to catch up onto the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept. Look at those 3 you go, fellas. This is going to be quite very good to see how 2 mid-engine Group 3 cars can actually to catch up to a FR rotary concept race car is about to get harder on the way. Now let's go and exit out again on turn 6. Looks like it's about to get much more sweaty out there, but my eyes might be quite furious too. Looks like Ferrari is about to get much more rage up and go taking on with Mazda after taking turn 8 to go for the short straightaway as turn 9 entrance to be at the bus stop again. So better be sure because expect lookout to be entrance to be stopping at turn 10 to go exit after turn 9 at the entrance. Better be sure to see how Mazda, Ferrari, and Porsche is about to gun right in and go straight forward to be at turn 12. Gonna have to keep my hopes and see something else that might have a good racing opportunity as the tires are about to get much more worn out and be much more durability as the night skies are about to get a little bit much more blue skies are about to go for the sunset. But not for the sunset, the sunrise is about to get much in to be on the early morning time. Lap number 6, here we go, and continue on, and hold on, looks like this is going to get much more surprising, and it's Apex in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 just took a late braking at turn 3 as Team Inspirtech moves in and stay on track to be entrance onto Sector 2 after taking the dogleg on turn 4 and West Horseshoe to be at turn 5. However, Team Inspirtech is still working on and working hard to have a main part of the racing objective during the second round in the Manufacturers' Cup. But there will be some Act 2 will be coming up soon during the part of the live stream video segment, but it'll have to take much more time as Ferrari moves on forward to be on the number 6 position and go enter to be at the number 5 spot for Ferrari. So I can see 3 drivers from the far distance, and they're about to go for the main straightaway as Cross Raider enters to be on the main scene in about 0.1 seconds after Team Insportec has gonna have to go directly onto the entrance at the turn number 9 in the bus stop. Good movement, and hold on, looks like this is going to be having some slight difficulty to be on the main part of the strategy. It looks like Cross Raider and Braytech GT is about to gun right in and going to proceed to be at turn 11 and turn 12. But after all, because one part of the racing strategy is going to have to get much more pushing in, it looks like Apex and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 just took a 1-second penalty due to a friendly attack at Team Insportec with the same Corvette. So heads up, looks like nighttime is over, and here comes the early morning on the entrance of lap number 7. Super pace of the Insportec at turn 3 at the International Horseshoe. So let's find out and go for the side-by-side formation to be in the chance, and GTWS is now actually to be going achieve and climb up to be in the 3rd position by a minute 48.309 seconds. Very good job, GTWS. Way to keep up and beat Plur's lap time to do this part of the racing challenge. Come on, just going to step it up and keep my racing skill on. Apex X Piloter is still actually to be keeping on to be in position number 9 as Team Insportec speeds up and go for power number 1 for exactly 11.4 remaining laps to go remaining, as the pit stop is about to be called in, or give or take by any choices between endurance or 1 pit stop only. Come on, just gonna dive in, take turn 9, go for turn 10, and go cross through onto the apex. Depends on each part of the comfort zone for every Group 3 cars. Sector 5 is now coming in. Looks like Kimpet Dog is still catching up onto the 3 drivers. Ferrari is still pushing up and going stronger as well. But there goes Apex X Piloter are about to go enter at the pits. Signal and being called in by 60% remaining onto the fuel requirement. No mandatory this time, because just to be checked and go reminder at the further notice, because 2 prospective choices is going to be a much more harder for every GT players, especially for Team Chevy in the part of the Manufacturers Cup. So here comes the 8th lap. Morning time continues on to have the sunlight is about to go rise up. There goes Kimpet Dog on position 8 in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept, as A. Ernest in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 Concept after Porsche has been overtaken. Move on forward and keeping up onto the main grid position to see how Ferrari is still actually going stronger and keep up with the main defense, as Porsche will go for another round and take the offense along with Mazda and Toyota, and especially for Team UTRS Insportec and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 still comes in and stay on the main objective approach to be on the 9th position spot. So 4 racers are about to be entered at the bus stop onto turn 9 and 10, going exit and pushing up to have the increased gap distance to be on a further lookout without getting caught in the penalty. So there you go, Kimpet Dog is now moving on to be in the 7th position for representing Team Toyota. A. Ernest in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 Concept still got this and still pressing on to go faster to have another part of the adversary racer. After lap number 8, go forward to be at lap number 9, as a fuel percentage is about to get much more remaining and go exactly by 54% left. So almost there to be at lap number 10, so gonna have to be sure to have the sun will comes up, because it's morning time and the spectators will have to give a chance to eat some breakfast and enjoy the show. Still but anyone's race during the second part in the Manufacturers Cup. as Sector 2 proceed to be going on to be at Turn 5 in the West Horseshoe. Mazda and Toyota steps up and go catching up between Porsche and Ferrari before stopping at Turn 6 to go out and speed up correctly to be on turn number 7 to go for the inside or outside by the choice. So there they come. Looks like they're about to step it up and go for the inside position. Team Insportec is about to go for the main offense at this time. Increase at 1.6 seconds for Team Mazda as Team Insportec catches up and go entered onto Sector 4 to be stopped again at the bus stop. Time to go braking position, going on turn 9, and be sure to have the extra one to be braking up as well. Alright, very good. Looks like no penalty called out onto the tower. It'll have to be safe and go respectfully during the part of the race in Daytona. As the night sky is clear, looks like we got a beautiful day out there for having a nice time of competition. So hold on, looks like Braytech GT is now sneaking in on the scene as lap number 10 enters. Team Insportec might have to be extra careful when the other racer is in the way. Better be sure to have the radar whenever they might need to use it. So rise and shine, it's morning time, and grab some breakfast for all spectators. So heads up, looks like one contact to be situated as Nismo 240 is now coming in to be on the scene of the overtake. Well, it looks like there is also to have a livery that has all kinds of different characters from Bluey. Well, I can't say it because that was a nice livery. Okay, coming in and drop down on 10th position after slightly having a brake position problem on turn number 3 at the International Horseshoe. But still, it'll have to get much more pushing up efforts for Team Insportec as A. Ernest and the Mazda RX-Vision GT3 concept is about to get much more left out and going away from King Pit Dog to increase the progression and acceleration. Here we have Crossfader in the scene in about 0.1 seconds as Team Insportec catches up and go defense to be on the halfway mark to be passed by exactly 45% fuel remaining. So there you go. Green bar is now back in respawn. No sign of quality glitches because it'll have to be stay on touch to be on further notice if anything happens. This race might have to go 100% perfect complete in about a 21st lap. We'll be calling in to be finished as well. Back on the red. Come on, just going to hurry up and step it up forward to be entered for only 10 more laps to go remaining. Okay, here it comes. Approaching on turn number 3 at the International Horseshoe to go focusing again onto the dogleg at turn 4. Sector 1 clear at the end. Now go again on to Sector 2. Nismo 240 in the blue livery of the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 2018 still currently to catch up. Oh, there it goes. I cannot believe it. A. Ernest just really lose the grip. Is now going off the track. Team Mazda just going off the track and take some time to go back in it. Wow, I cannot believe it. That was so very close for A. Ernest in the Mazda RX-Vision GT3 concept. I hope he'll have to get a chance soon enough because he might need to get back on track and go catch up with us as the morning time in Daytona continues after nighttime from 11 laps to go. But heads up, looks like contact calling in from another Nissan GTR. Team UTRS Insportec might need to step it up and go shape up to be mastered through onto the bus stop by entering and exit in turn 9 and 10. So here comes the final sector. Just going to stay on track and go focus on Nismo 240 in about 1.2 seconds as Crossfader in the same 2018 model in the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 category. Side by side calls in, make one room, and handicap racer is still currently to be moved on in to be at the 12th lap after 11 laps is now being cleared and moving on. And there goes the sunrise, you guys. Perfect time, and go earlier to have 7 o'clock to be on the AM time. So let's keep going and much faster. Brake zone incoming on turn 5. The sun is about to rise up. Looks like it's about to go for having a perfect morning and still having a sound of the race car revving up and circle around on the track. 2 Nissan GT-Nismo GT3 2018 models are still currently and going well. However, Team Insportec is still having much more further struggle to be keeping up after having one race from Interlagos to be in the same Group 3 class. Give or take, or just gonna have to be sure to have one endurance is gonna have to go for having another round in the World of Hurt. So let's dive on in, go again on to turn 9 and 10. Let's make sure to have 2 2018 GTR Nismos GT3 is still currently to catch up or having a slipstream by the opportunity. But after that, gap distance is going to have to go calculated for only one brake balance and applied to be on the power level to be on the field map for only 33% remaining as the pushing progression to see how one racer is still going stronger and still make much more usage to be well progressed to be handled. Let's keep it up and go for the GT Cup Group 3 racing strategy. Up I go. Lap number 13 as the struggle continues for every racer, including UTRS Insportec. Crossfader and Nismo 240 are still working together and keep building up the slipstream as Sector 2 enters earlier and go fast in to be on the West Horseshoe. But still take some time and gonna have to keep up onto the main pace. Crossfader and Nismo 240 are about to get closer onto each other to go exit onto turn 6, going back onto turn 7. Look at them go, you guys. 2 of them are working together as a team for having one manufacturer brand for representing Team Nissan. And that makes innovation that really excites. So let's have a good check again to see how Hyperion-Blue-GT is now currently to be moved on in and made it on to the second position to see how one racer actually did so well. But it's almost there to catch up onto Plur because Hyperion-Blue-GT is still actually trying to keep up and make his best out there to stay well defend on position 2 along with Moose on position 3. So meanwhile, 2 Nissans are still getting up ahead and 1 Chevy are about to get closer and going catch up and getting boxed in. 14 lap enters and here comes the brake zone to be at turn number 1 again. Okay, that's the ticket. 9th place for Team Insportec. Don't give up now. Just gonna have to keep supercharge up and keep a good steady line on the International Horseshoe in turn 3 as the sun rises up. So change of plans, now go for maintain level 3 to be on the field map. We'll have to keep a good power usage as several gap distance will go update. Come on, keep it up, keep it go. And looks like SSRT Articar just left the lobby for only 14 drivers left standing. The quality is still going to have to take some time and get back on the green and still on the yellow. So I hope the sunrise is going to get much more time to have some more shades for every Group 3 car. in about 7.7 seconds as Melo Rosar in the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017 is at position 7 as position 6 moves on forward by overtake Kimpit Dog in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept. Toyota and Porsche is now already entered at turn 12 as the final stretch to be proceed on to lap number 14 before entered to be on the 15th lap. Better be sure to have the endurance but to keep it up and keep it well update, and looks like Nismo 240 is slowed down quickly and get back on the recovery to be on the side-by-side along with Team Insportec. 15 lap, here we go, and this is going to have to take a reminder call for only 6 more to go remaining. Stay on track and keep a good use on the field map to go holding out and stay on the main front line on the defense. There goes the contact. Looks like radar is now being shown in. And looks like it's A. Ernest in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept coming in the scene. Looks like one rotary racer has the opportunity to catch up and get back onto the main grid standings to be climb up and surprisingly to be entered in the middle of the grid session between 10 or 8th place. But that's not all, because Kimpit Dog is still going defense and offense at this time. Clearly, one Porsche is still going to have to take some time and go and catch up onto Ferrari in about a few more seconds to go remaining to have this part of the exact distance between around in 4.5 seconds. However, it will have to be possible to be between onto the gap range on 5.5 seconds. So gonna have to keep it up and keep a good reminder. One pit stop might have a risk. Okay, all good. Now going straight forward as the marshal post will be on the lookout if anything happens. All safe and clear. Now gonna have to go forward at the end of the 15th lap. 2 seconds for Cross Bader in the 2018 Nissan GTR Nismo as A. Ernest in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept, car number 18, passes and forward to be on lap number 16. So it's already morning because all the headlights are being turned up. Looks like it's about to go daytime to have a perfect moment out there to see how many racers are still going stronger and keep on their feet to be well pressured up. So now, on to the last second to be calling in. Nismo 240 is now sneaking right in onto Team Insportec in about 0.1 seconds. Time to pack up and go defense for Team UDRS as Sector 2 enters by the dogleg. West Horseshoe to be pulled to brake and make a good line on to turn number 5. But still gonna have to take some focusing time effort onto Mazda in about 1.1 seconds as RX Vision GT3 concept driven by Ernest passes and turn left at the number 6 corner to go enter again on number 7. So here they come and go step up to have a main speedway between the inside or outside. Middle section of the track will be fine, so it'll have to be increase the speed of the So here comes the dive in entrance on turn 9, turn 10 to go quickly by the exit. There we go, Team Insportec just barely made a good clear line respond to have a main purpose on the apex without getting caught in the penalty. As 5 laps remaining, proceed and going well forward in about 17 will be entrance before taking 4 more laps to go. 13% remaining of the field for Team Insportec. Better be sure to have the gap distance is going to have to get much more tighter and be more situated as other racers coming in from behind before Team Insportec pulled the brake and stopping on in turn 1. Time to switch up and change a plan. Lean number 6 is going to be a very tough risk. Sacrifices will be well made to do it. Okay, very good. But 11% to go remaining. Let's see how several racers, including the top 3 positions, are still going on out there. Looks like Plur is doing great out there. Scott John US is now actually to catch up and currently to move on forward as a final sector in lap number 17, as the top 3 racers are still getting up and going dividedly with some separation. And here we have Apex X Piloter and Braytech GT is now coming in along with God-Fearing Mortal and the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept. I mean, 3 racers for only 1 Insportec is now being slowed down and get pinned down to be dropped at the 13th position. I don't know, this race is going to get much more difficult just like last time, so they'll have to find out and going well decrease onto the sportsmanship rating. Otherwise, they'll have to go down to do some more training at the daily race to increase the driver rating. That's the main purpose for the request on the United Defensive Reformation Service. Insportec Racing Team will have to do some training at any time, as other racers have made it on to lap number 18. Several opponents are now currently at the end of the 17th lap, as the fastest lap time is now currently to be updated and still yet to have a minute 47.245 seconds for Scott John US. Keep it up, Scott John US. You'll be make it, because stay focused and going well defense on position 2 until you'll be move on forward to catch up to overtake Plur in position 1. So here it comes. Better have to try harder next time, because this one is going to have to take 1 attempt of the live stream video event. Turn 5 going cleared. Come on, just going to step it up, and looks like I won't be making it this time, because I know this race is all about having high stakes and tough risk. So that makes lap number 19. Better hurry up and do it quick. Looks like Plur is actually to be stay well guarded defense, as Scott John US is now going offense to get closer to him. Better be sure to have a battle for first place is going to go on the way. Come on, Scott John US. You can do it. You can do it, man. This is going to be all you. And there it goes. Looks like 1 pit stop available for Team UDRS Insportec, as Nismo 240 is about to have a chance and go directly to have 1 pit stop available. I mean, deja vu all over again to be on a different track. What can I tell you, folks? This could be a tough day and terrible for Team UDRS Insportec. But only 1 more chance to go remaining, because tonight's competition is still gonna might need to do some extra time and go extra amount to see how longer it takes to figure it out and get out of the mess that Insportec have made. So there goes 1 pit stop to be called in. Tire change is now good as new. Refuel is all checked. I mean, come on. 14th place is not a cup of tea for the United Defensive Reformation Service, and proceed to be at the 19th lap. So that's how it is, because all you might need to do is going to have to work your way to find any kinds of purposes on the strategy to use the fuel map or brake balance control that you might be quite going well suitable. But I mean, good grief. This race is actually just going to have to do the same thing with this part of the racing tactics all over again, but still being left out and go currently to be entered as the top 3 racers to be moving on in about for only a few more laps to go, as the 20th lap has now been proceed. But after all, Plur Scott John US is still actually to be keeping up, and keep it strong between 2 Toyotas is still actually to be going well to be currently. But especially to see how Scott John US is actually just going to step up and keep his best effort out there to be represent and being part as the 2nd place racer in the Manufacturers Cup. So we're almost there, folks. Looks like this race is about to be over soon. and the top 3 racers are still actually to be coming in and keep going forward to be entered in the middle of Sector 3. It looks like 35 minutes since the start of the race has still actually to be keeping up and go well progress. Looks like Plur and GTWS is still actually to have one of them to go enter by the bus stop in turn 9 at the entrance. Looks like GTWS is still actually just gonna have to keep it up and go side by side to see how Plur actually gonna have to keep it up and going well. 20th lap is now currently to be entered for only one more lap to go remaining as the final lap catches up and go for having a final stretch. Looks like Plur is about to make his way on to victory, you guys. He's about to go for it. Plur is about to go for having a checker flag finish to be well saved, and the 21st lap is about to go on. This is it, folks. Looks like this is it. Plur is now actually to go becoming the first place racer in round 2 of the Manufacturers Cup, as other racers still tries and getting well exhausted because of the change according to the March 2023 update. But look at those top 3 go, because they're about to get separate and go gang up with some separation to see how GTWS and Plur are about to make one last showdown. Will be stopping at turn number 5 after currently to go earlier onto the 21st lap. So gonna have to step it up and quick, because give your bets, give your supports, and give your suggestions to give a good best top 2 drivers that you might be rooting for. Only in this live stream video content for this lobby. Come on, Plur, you can do it. Stay on defense and go forward and beyond to be entered at the end of the 21st lap. After nighttime and go for having a late morning time is still going in, and the spectators are about to be cheering on and go for Plur to have a best victory win. So here comes, Plur is about to have a one last bus stop to be at turn 9 and 10, going in and press on to be in the final sector to have a long stretch as the final lap checks in to be going in to see how Plur is about to be pronounced the first place winner in round 2 of the Manufacturers Cup. He's going in, folks. Plur is about to make its final push and going well achieved. How awesome is that to see how Plur can actually take home the podium? And there it goes. Plur wins the race in round 4 at Daytona in the 2022/23 GTWS Manufacturers Cup. What in a fantastic, stunning thrill of the racing action. The drama, the intent, and the strategy is going to get all together for having a second part of the Group 3 category. So, in about a minute left, so many racers will have to get a chance to get closer onto the checker flag as the countdown is about to go on the way by a minute left. So hurry up. So I mean, it takes hard efforts for only 21 laps ever since the nighttime and go daytime to see how Team Inspotech went down by having a huge frustration lost. That's the second time in a row during the part of the live stream's video segment in the 4th season in the Manufacturers Cup. Bummer. So very bummer for myself, and they did pretty fast and going well strong. I know how you guys really want me to take a request. Go to daily race and practice to be on race B or race C to see how it turns out that I might need to do some preparation to go training as a main purpose of the Gran Turismo racer. So in about 10 seconds left, Team Inspotech will have to hurry up and go forward at the finish line. Yep, that's a terrible loss for myself. That just did hard and going well best to do it. Bummer. Good grief, by the way, because this race is becoming much more difficult for this different part of the change update. Hard racing times comes in with some hard racing measures. So, here we have the final standings at the end of round 2 during the part of the race entry. Plur in the Toyota GR Super Racing Concept makes its first ever victory win in the Manufacturers Cup in round 2 at Daytona. GTWS in the same car did a good job to be on second position, and Bermuz in the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017. Clearly, it was so great and hard times to be on the main effort to have some drama going on during the part of the middle of the competition. So especially for consider this, congratulations to the two drivers and being well successful to see how they did so far. But of course, because after all, out there, Plur. I hope I'll have to race with you again at the Nürburgring in the endurance layout by Saturday. So I have to be sure and go for attempt number 2 for this part of the live stream video segment. After all, because one replay saved and being dropped down for having a one severe outcome for having my team, the United Defensive Reformation Service, just ends up from number 14 to be ends up in last. One purpose of the race, you guys. I know having endurance is going to be a very tough, impossible racing objective. I hope I need to get a second chance, and this time I'll have to go hard, and putting up the have a few map will have to take one short stop notice. But especially that I just need to keep a good exact lookout to have my driver rating B is still actually to go depleted and going being lapped out as usual. So that makes the warm-up session is now being checked on Act 1, and looks like I'll have to be sure to be on Act 2 for the next part of the live stream video segment. So I hope you enjoy watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Thank you for watching. Be sure click the subscribe button for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification, and check out the description on the link if you really want to see more. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Art, Twitter, Instagram, GT Planet, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art, Ricard liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. So I had to make sure to get my second chance, and I'll have to look forward to see you again on Act 2 for the next race, and same in the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup of the 2022/23 Exhibition Series Season 4 in the same round. Keep on racing, stay clean, and I hope to see you again in the next video.